Boktai 2's gameplay is largely identical to that of the original, consisting of a series of stealth and puzzle-oriented dungeons, ending in boss battles against vampires with role-playing game elements. Additions include new weapons, the ability to forge weapons, a money system, and various subtle alterations. The sunlight is no longer used just for energy, but also as a form of currency called Sol, which is good all over San Miguel. As the player plays the game in daylight, the player builds solar energy, or Sol, in the solar stations scattered throughout the in-game world. The player can get Sol by selling unneeded items. Sol can also be converted back to SOL when needed, so one can get energy, make it cash, buy things, and convert leftover Sol to SOL. Unlike in the first game, the player does not start over from the beginning of the game after finishing it. The player resumes the file in the last area. Like the first game, this one has a minigame that can be unlocked by completing the game twice. The player can gain access to this minigame by talking to Nero the cat or completing the game an even number of times. Prizes for high scores include photos and healing items. Boktai featured a level named the Azure Sky Tower, which presented a formidable challenge to players who have completed the game or were highly skilled. Boktai 2's equivalent is named Dream Avenue. Progress through the level yields tarot cards, bear nuts, sunny clogs, and more. Completing the avenue nets the player a prize, with quality of the prize based upon the difficulty of the challenge. There is also a battle arena to test the player's skills in a boss rush type mode. There are 4 difficulty levels to the arena: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. The player has access to various missions from different characters after Lady returns to the library. There are 4 levels and 3 missions for each area. The player will be awarded for completing each mission. The player will get a tarot card or armor upon completing the first. This game also features both new and old enemies. Some enemies include crows, centipede, bandits, gravekeepers, hellhounds, bees, bats, spiders, serpents, skeletons, mummies, and liches. There are also crimson enemies. Crimson enemies appear after killing the 100th enemy of the same kind. Crimson enemies drop rare items and give many EXP, but have much more life and attack. This game contains a new feature called Solar Forging, available after the player has completed the Cathedral stage and rescued Smith. With Solar Forging, any 2 weapons can be combined into one. 2 weapons of the same name will produce another of the same name, which is useful for creating SP weapons later on in the game. A combination of 2 weapons of the same type will give another weapon of that type, while weapons of 2 different types will yield one of the third types. The game received generally favorable reviews, according to the review aggregation website Metacritic. In Japan, Famitsu gave the score of 1.8, 1.7, 1.9, and 1.8 for a total of 32 out of 40.